Joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus, we wanted to make sure you are going to stay safe and have everything you need to know as we enter into this string of alert days and a very large storm. We are looking at extreme cold, perhaps the most significant snowstorm we've seen in several years. Our crews went out and got some of this drone video just to show you that we're already still dealing with cold and a couple of inches of snow on some uncleared streets before all of this new stuff comes in. Let's get right over to meteorologist Kaylee Bowers for the latest with what to expect here. Kaylee, it sounds like the biggest thing you want to get across is that we're dealing with both cold and snow, and there's specific timing for each of those impacts.
Yeah, Melissa, there's two different things that we're looking at. Like you mentioned, the cold, but the snow as well too. I want to show you our feels like temperatures outside throughout the rest of the day and also into tomorrow as well too, because it is staying cold. Whether you're seeing feels like temperatures around 0 degrees, -5, all the way to -20 degrees, it is frigid outside. Heading out the door early tomorrow morning will actually be warming up. And I know I don't say that lightly because it is still cold. Those feels like temperatures remain around -2 to -15 degrees by tomorrow morning. But here's the thing, we're not tracking any snow for the next few hours. For today or even into most of Saturday actually will be fairly dry, but we are tracking some snow on the way late Saturday. But right now, Friday into Saturday, just dealing with these cold temperatures. Wind chills remain around -15 to -25 degrees, but heavy snow is on the way. So what you need to do right now, dress in those layers, check on those pipes, maybe have the water dripping already just a little bit. Please, if you are a pet owner, you know there's some outdoor animals nearby, bring them inside or have some shelter because it is just too cold for them to be outside. I mean, those wind chills, again, -15 to -25. That's too cold for anyone to be outside for a long period of time. We have 4 weather impact alert days in place. Today we're forecasting a high around 9, tomorrow a high around 7. And like I mentioned, today we'll see that mixture of sunshine and clouds. Saturday, most of the day, cloudy skies. If you need to get outside, get the shopping done, you have an early morning basketball game or wrestling match, you're going to be A-okay. It's just going to be the cold that you have to deal with. But then Sunday, most of the day, widespread snow showers are expected. Then looking ahead towards Monday, just like today, we could see quite a few school delays, even some school closings. So parents, go ahead and plan ahead just to be on the safe side because some schools may be impacted because what we will be seeing on Sunday. But also, it's still going to be another cold day. But how long will we see this extreme cold on the way? Well, more details coming up in your extended forecast in just a few minutes. Melissa?
Alrighty, Kaylee, as we've been saying, this winter storm will have a significant impact over the next several days. That's why ODOT and the Ohio State Highway Patrol are issuing some safety warnings. They are reminding drivers, take your time, be patient, and give road crews plenty of room to do their work. Now, if you do need to be out on the roads, again, after the snow starts falling Saturday night, be sure to drive safely. Make sure you're prepared. AAA strongly recommends you have an emergency kit in your car. Also, a phone charger, flashlights with extra batteries, and a first aid kit. Non-clumping cat litter or a shovel can also help in case your car gets stuck in the snow. Also, they say extra winter clothes and blankets in the car, plus water and non-perishable food. This weekend snow could bring us the largest snowfall we've seen in the past several years. So it's really important to make sure everyone has access to safe sidewalks and walking paths. The city of Toledo is looking for some volunteers for its Snow Angels shoveling program. It connects older adults and people with disabilities with volunteers who can help remove snow on sidewalks and driveways. You can find a link to volunteer on our website, WTOL.com. And don't forget, you want to make sure you have steps in place to make sure your pipes don't freeze during this cold. Wojo's Heating and Air Conditioning has some helpful tips. Insulating exposed pipes by using foam sleeves or heat tape. Also sealing air leaks by caulking or adding some insulation. Also, this one comes around every single time it gets cold. Let those faucets drip slightly, and you can even open your cabinet doors under the sinks to get some warm air flowing around your pipes. And as the temperatures drop, now is the time to make sure you are reducing the risk of carbon monoxide exposure as well. Of course, that's the colorless, odorless gas that can cause sudden sickness. It can be deadly. The gas is often produced by common appliances found around most homes like your fireplace, furnace, and portable generators. The CDC says to use a carbon monoxide detector to reduce your risk of exposure. Also, never use a generator in your home or garage, even if your doors and windows are open. Also, never heat your home with a gas oven, and don't run your vehicle inside a garage that's attached to your home. Carbon monoxide is not the only concern. When temperatures are this cold, it can be dangerous to spend too much time outside. The director of the Ohio Department of Health is sharing some concerns about that.
Hypothermia and frostbite are real risks this time of year. And our recommendations are, look, when you can stay indoors, when you need to go out, you have to remember to dress in layers and to cover vulnerable skin. And that includes a hat to cover your head and ears. It includes wearing mittens or gloves, very important. And think about your footwear. It's very important that you are wearing warm, dry footwear. Too often in these kind of weather conditions, we will maybe push ourselves more than we should with physical activity, whether it is shoveling snow or trying to clear ice. And too often we see people ending up in the hospital with heart conditions and other problems that are really a result of unnecessary overexertion. So let's be careful out there.
My little one wanted to walk or ride his bike to his friend's house today. So sometimes this is going to mean saying no, especially to the little kids. And here's how to know if they are suffering or maybe you're suffering from frostbite. The Cleveland Clinic says it happens in 3 stages. It could start with feeling cold, sore, and general pain. And again, this can happen in just minutes. If you don't get inside soon, you'll start to feel the pins and needles feeling. That is the final stage. Going into numbness. If you're outside and start to lose feeling in your fingers and toes, it is really time to get inside and warm up. And of course, you don't want to use too hot of water when you do that. Lots of closures happening this weekend due to the cold and expected snow, including the Toledo Zoo. It is closed through Monday at least, but don't worry about those animals. The zoo is taking some extra steps to keep them safe. A zoo night keeper tells us there's a plan for every kind of weather and animal.
Some of our animals are going to prefer to stay outside in this weather. We have things like Amur tigers, snow leopards, red pandas. They're going to love the snow, same with our wolves and our polar bears. If it is too cold for, say, an Australian animal like our dingo, we will take them to their indoor building.
We'll be sure to keep you updated when the zoo does reopen. Of course, you can track the cold and incoming snow right along with our WTOL 11 weather team by downloading the weather app. Very convenient. We've got a QR code for you. The meteorologist will update that for you multiple times a day. When it comes to this weekend's weather, we want to see how you're having some fun, digging out, maybe spending some time outside. Maybe just a few minutes. So be sure to send us your photos. Maybe you're spending time inside, relaxing on the couch and staying warm. Text those pictures to us, 419-248-1100. All right, Kaylee, you are about to time all of this out for us.
Yeah, Melissa, as far as the snow goes, the cold goes, the WTOL 11 weather app is a great resource to have if we're not on air or online. It's a great tool right there at the palm of your hand. So we have 4 weather impact alert days in place. The first one is today for that Arctic plunge, as we're seeing those feels like temperatures around negative 25 degrees in some areas. Now tomorrow, we're still dealing with that cold, extremely cold temperatures once again, feeling around negative 20 to negative 25 degrees. Now, as far as the snow goes, it's going to be late Saturday into Sunday. We're going to see widespread snow showers, then going on into Monday. Still seeing the impacts from the snow, but it's going to be cold once again. So a lot of that snow staying frozen on the sidewalks and the roadways, on your vehicles. So it's going to be a while as far as this cold sticking around, but we could be seeing some impacts to some schools as well too. Again, it just depends on the school district. We had some schools in session today. It really just depends. Those feels like temperatures remain frigid throughout this afternoon and throughout tonight, remaining into the negatives early tomorrow morning. Not near as cold as what we saw this morning, but still negative 2 degrees for any early morning plans. It's going to be cold. So maybe your child has a sporting event tomorrow. You want to try to get the groceries tomorrow morning. It's still going to be cold. Give yourself plenty of time to get to and from places, but we're not tracking any snow until late Saturday. Here's what I mean by this. Your hour by hour forecast: cloudy skies around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It stays cloudy throughout the morning, the afternoon. If you're going to bed or you're going to dinner, any plans tomorrow afternoon, evening, you're thinking, where's the snow? Not yet. Again, most of Saturday will be dry. It's going to be later on to the evening into those nighttime hours as those snow showers will start to develop. And once that happens, it's going to be on and off snow overnight into Sunday morning. And then waking up Sunday morning, you're still going to be thinking, are we going to be seeing a lot of snow? It's going to be falling very slow throughout the entire day for Sunday, but it'll be widespread for everyone across Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, even across the region. This time Sunday will be a lot different compared to what we are seeing right now for today. Now, eventually we'll be seeing a break from the snow, but still widespread snow showers are expected throughout the morning, afternoon, and also into the evening. Now, as far as snow totals goes, it really just depends on where you are. The further north and west you are, 4 to 7 inches of accumulation. But for most of us here in Northwest Ohio, 6 to 8 inches of snow. But then the further east and south you are, 7 to 10 inches of snow. There's some people that haven't seen this much snow in their lifetime. I just want to show you this graphic one more time. Anywhere between 4 to 7, 6 to 8, 7 to 10 inches of snow. So it really just depends on where you are. Now, I mentioned as far as, when was the last time someone has seen this much snow where we saw 6 inches of snow? February 3rd, 2022. It's been over 1,400 days since we've seen 6 inches of snow here in the Toledo Metro. And so far for this winter season, just a little over 19 inches of snow just so far. And it's very interesting because the past 2 winter seasons, the winter of 2024-25, 23-24, were the least snowiest on record. So the fact that we've already seen this much snow or forecasting more snow on the way, yeah, we're going to continue to see some interesting stats come out of our National Weather Service offices. But again, no snow for today. Really no snow for most of tomorrow. It's going to be snow showers late Saturday, overnight into Sunday. Widespread snow will develop again, 4 to 7, 6 to 8, 7 to 10 inches of snow depending on your area. And if you haven't already, again, the WTOL 11 weather app, it's going to be a cold few days ahead, forecasting those temperatures around 14 on Sunday, 15 on Monday. And Melissa, even after that, even though we get a break from those alert days, still see a little bit of snow come Wednesday. Could see some sunshine, but we're not getting a break from the cold just yet.
I was going to say, I'm looking at Tuesday right now. Is Tuesday one to watch as far as the cold as well?
Yeah.
Maybe for parents who are planning. Is that going to maybe be a factor, you think? Or
yeah, it just depends on how much the clearing and the melting goes from on Monday. But yeah, Tuesday's a day we're also watching as well too. The cold temperatures, the remnants of the snow, but luckily getting a break from the snow showers falling down at that point.
And another question I have, I'm sure a lot of, if I'm thinking it, they're thinking it. If we can put that 7-day or 10-day back up, let's talk about Sunday, Monday, right? Because we're looking at, today is for the cold. Tomorrow and Sunday are for the snow. Monday, is that going to mainly be for, I see 30% snow, or is that going to be for temps as well?
That's a good question. So it's kind of a little bit of both. Mainly it's for the temperatures, as we're forecasting temperatures in the around 15 degrees, but a lot of that's going to be from the remnants that we will be seeing for Sunday. So widespread snow showers throughout the day for Sunday. It just depends on how fast crews can get the roads and the sidewalks and those back roads cleared up, because we still could be seeing some impacts on the roadways and the sidewalks for the morning commute, especially for the bus stop Monday morning. Yeah,
we'll be thinking about them. They're going to be on those roads, probably 12-hour shifts. All right, thanks so much for your expertise, Kaylee. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of WTOL 11 Plus. Be sure to stay safe, download that weather app, and send us your pictures again safely as well.